So guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about this brand new FUTMAS Muriel card. Now he has come out alongside Herrera and Southampton's Boufal as FUTMAS cards, and if you want to see a review on either of them other two players, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. And of course guys, before we proceed, if you could leave a like on the video, that would be awesome too. So here he is, 83 rated Muriel. The SBC to get this card is currently costing around 60 or 70k, so you know, he isn't particularly cheap, but it is a pretty solid looking card. And you know me, I saw it 92 pace and I thought, yeah, I've got to try him. Right then, let's get into things, and we'll start off with the card comparison. So he has been given a boost of 3 on his overall, plus 3 pace, which is very nice, takes him above 90, which is awesome. His shooting and passing are both being up by 7, which, you know, 84 shooting looks very freaking good, and his dribbling is now 87, which obviously is pretty appealing. And yeah, just in general, it does look like a very good sweaty card. But in La Liga, you have plenty of good striker options. You've got that team of the group stage Meunier, which was amazing when I used him last week. You've got Bakambu, who I always think is amazing. You've got Gnabry, and then if you want to spend a lot of coins, you've got players like Griezmann, who are just ridiculous. So, you know, this Muriel card's got a lot of competition, and we'll talk about that later on in the video. In-game stats wise, we've got some pretty good looking attributes. We've got 87 finishing and 89 shot power, which is nice. 89 dribbling as well. He's got some pretty good pace stats, as you can see, 89 acceleration and 93 sprint speed. And on top of that, very good strength, well, decent strength of 84. One stat I have to point out, I really do have to point out, is that composure of 72, and we are going to speak about that a lot more when we discuss his shooting in a few moments. So, into the in-game clips we go. How was he as a whole? Well, he was creative and he definitely got himself into some good positions, and he definitely had an impact in games, but I just felt that he just seemed to lack that end product at times. And as you can imagine, one thing I was a big fan of was the pace. He is very quick, and you'll see him feature in plenty of counter-attacks in the clips. He's got a very high positioning stat, and that combined with high-low wear rates means that you're going to regularly find this card in attacking positions. Dribbling wise, he was great. I really liked his close control, and he felt agile and just in general very fluid on the ball. He's pretty good at, you know, just weaving in and out, which is obviously a benefit, and he just seemed very quick with his feet. There is one minor negative, however, that I definitely have to mention with Muriel, and that's his first touch. It really can let him down. However, I don't believe that's down to his ball control or dribbling stat, because both of them are pretty high. It's definitely due to his composure, in my opinion. And with that in mind, let's talk about his shooting, because he's got 87 finishing, which, you know, is a very good stat. So, you know, he should be pretty clinical, right? Well, no. Now, don't get me wrong, his shooting as a whole isn't bad. His power shots are actually really good. However, inside the box, when he's under pressure from either a goalkeeper or a defender, his shots just seem to lose their edge, and once again that is down to the composure. And I'm sure at this point you're sick of me mentioning the composure, but unfortunately the 72 composure does affect him a lot, and that is a bit of a shame. So, you know, if you're shooting with this guy, I definitely advise the power shot over the finesse. Passing wise, his short passing's good enough, like with most cards nowadays. Like I said earlier, he's quick with his feet, so the 1-2 seem to be pretty effective. But other than that, passing wise, for the long passing and crossing, they aren't that great, but, you know, he's a striker. He's unlikely to be doing long balls. He's going to be on the end of them from a midfielder instead. Physically, the guy's got 79 balance and 84 strength, so, you know, he's got a pretty good combination of strength and balance, and he can battle pretty well when on and off the ball. Anyway, it's summary time. As a whole, what are my thoughts? Well, it's a useful card, but as a striker, he just seems to lack that killer edge. His pace is great, he's very good on the ball, and I obviously really liked his involvement because, you know, even when he wasn't the goal scorer, he was regularly involved in the build-up, and as you can imagine, you know what's coming. The main negative is definitely that composure. So, is this card worth picking up or doing the SBC for? I'm going to have to say no, and that's because there are better La Liga options. Team the group stage Meunier is a prime example. Now, I'm aware that card costs about 20-30k more than this Muriel card. However, that card is miles more clinical than this one, and of course, it's tradable too. This FUTMAS card will be fun to use for seasons, but I definitely wouldn't use it in FUT Champs, just because I feel he'd be a bit wasteful and wouldn't take his chances. and in FUT Champs that's obviously going to be pretty frustrating. However, I do feel he would create plenty of chances. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on the new FUTMAS Muriel card. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like on it. Comment below if you've used this card and how it was for you. And other than that, thanks for watching guys, and as always I will catch you in the next one.